Hello out there, YouTube. Welcome to the OKGoodReview channel. And today, guys, we have sort of an older car that we're going to be building today. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit different with this, guys. I'm continuing to try to develop how I do these, guys. If you want to check out the 87 Buick GNX, guys, which is the model build I did that preceded this one, you can see I'm kind of playing around with a few different techniques and styles. For this one, guys, I'm going to actually use sections this time, so I'm going to break it up into different sections. The first of these, guys, after I get done talking about this car, we'll be planning that will immediately follow this one where I just chit-chat about the car for a minute. So, a couple things with this one, guys. You can see it is badged as Revell Monogram both. That has not been the case for newer cars. This is a model kit, guys, from 1998. I found it in a collectible shop. I don't know if you could read this sticker, but that sticker says $12. I want to say I paid probably double for that. And I would have actually paid triple for this because, guys, this was guys, when I was growing up as kind of a gearhead, guys, in the early 80s. I want to say it was either Road and Track or Hot Rod. One of those guys did a showdown, guys, of just a whole bunch of all these modified cars, guys, and it was just a big tournament to see who was the fastest of everything. The one that wound up being fastest, guys, was a heavy Chevy, guys, a Chevelle. It was an SS 396, guys, blown 396 if I remember right. And so from that moment on, guys, it looked like this car, except for this, it didn't have any of these decals on it. But the rest of it, guys, I had all the other stuff on it, guys. And from that moment on, I wanted one of these. As soon as I saw that, guys, I was like, oh, fastest car ever, then I want one. And guys, I did for a while have a car with a 396 in it. In my view, that was probably the best motor Jim has ever produced. And I had a ball with that car, guys. It was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed that. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, perfect. I want to actually make one of those. This one, however, is an SS 454. But guys, I can deal with that. That's not a problem. With plastic motors, there's not going to be a meaningful difference between a 396 and 454, guys. And we're only lying if we say otherwise. So, guys, for this one, I believe I may use the racing stripes on the hood with a hole in it, guys, for the blower. I'm still kind of trying to decide that. You can see here is the colors, flat black, which I won't be using. Silver and aluminum will be the same. There's gloss orange. I don't think I'm using that. I can't remember if I have orange or not. Gunmetal I do have. Gloss black I do have, guys. I just picked up some Tamiya actually for... I am going to replace, guys, so that was one of the other parts of earlier videos. It's kind of a running discussion, guys. Obviously, you're going to have to watch every single model build I do just to keep up with all these, but... And I encourage you to do that, guys. I would love it completely if you did. But, so my newest thing is to replace all of the Model Masters with Tamiyas. And I don't really mind the Model Master paint, but I will tell you this. I'm getting a lot of lids that are completely fused on. And that I intensely dislike, guys. So, Tamiya has this really clever thing whereupon they have a very nice ridged cap. So I can get the stupid caps off. Even if there is a little bit of paint that dries in there, guys. I will continue probably with Testors also. I think Testors is kind of a weak paint line. However, with Testors, guys, it's a square bottle and a round cap. So you have dissimilar surfaces and you can get a good grip there to get the cap off. I know it sounds kind of petty and dumb, guys, but fighting lids to get the stupid paint open is an enormous pain, guys. I'm not with that. This will be the first model to use the Tamiya Gloss Black, guys. And for flat, I'll probably just use the satin that I have left from Model Masters. Gloss red, of course, I have. Gloss white, gold. Tan, I'm not sure what tan is for. The seats maybe or something like that. I don't actually know. 10 I don't have, and I'm probably going to delete that. I do need to get a steel color at some point, guys, because I really liked how the GNX motor came out in a sort of steel color. This one, however, is old enough that they were still doing them red. So guys, here is the Tamiya blue. It's a pure blue, guys. This is the color. This will be the first model I do, in fact, with the Tamiya aerosol. Most of the other ones, in fact, all the other ones to this point have been testers. And I think testers is okay. Oh, baby! Guys, I just, is it? Guys, I think I just found something that makes me really happy. So we have, oh yeah, this, nice, guys. We finally have a car with slicks. So guys, you know what this means? Extra tires. Yeah, can always use those. Here's the glass and the headlights. Very, very little clear acrylic on this one, guys. As you can see, there is, in fact, a ton of these moldings. And so a lot of silver moldings. It's been a while since I've done a car like that. We have this. We have Ram for Ram Air, not for Dodge. Bondo. Bondo. Yes, guys. We're not going to be using any plastic filler stickers for sure. There are some hood stickers, some trunk stickers. I think I'm going to be using these and modifying them, even though I use the whole, because I like the racing stripes. The heavy Chevy Chevelle Street Machine, yes sir. The heavy Chevy will be going on the fenders as well, guys. No question about that. So we're using some of the stickers, guys. Here is, look at guys, if you've been watching, oh man, look at all this. If you've been watching exactly how the other ones go, I usually look at the instructions, guys. So the instructions here are much different than the newer ones. Wow, that's trippy. Okay. So we have racing rims, guys. I don't think that we have any other style of rims other than racing rims. Yeah, it does not look like it. Okay, so racing rims. We got some different, it looks like some sort of exhaust pipe there. And over here we have a bumper. Oh, good. We have, oh, good. So we have the grille with the SS. This is, I'm very pleased to see this, guys. Wow, this is going to be a really good build. I feel good about this, guys. Okay, and I hope I'm not jinxing myself, but it's been a while since I've had a fail. Oh man, I just jinxed myself again. No, hopefully I didn't jinx myself again, guys. So, car body. We have the interior. And we have one of the hoods, different motors here, or different radiators, the parts to it. The rims are the same, or the inserts, it looks like. Oh no, there's a second set of inserts over here, guys. The hood with the blower hole in it, off-centered a little bit. So we have the chassis, guys. That will also be going blue, I think. And we have the dashboard, engine block, so on. And we have a whole bunch of, guys, these random tiny parts. I don't know what those are, or if they're even parts. Well, that's a mirror there. Okay, so this must be mirrors and yeah, older models, guys. Stuff falls apart. There you go. Okay, so guys, from here, let's launch into planning. So I've decided for this one, I'm going to go two-tone, guys. So the interior is going to be a light blue. I will be painting all of the interior of this that light blue, guys. So this behind the firewall won't be seen. Inside, nothing inside here will be seen. This will be seen, guys. So this is the only part that's going to be going the same blue as the body, which is the Tamiya blue. And we're just going to shoot that straight through. We'll come back. We'll add in, so there's some different parts here we're going to chrome out, guys. So we'll hit those with chrome, the SS. I won't be painting the 454 because I don't care about that. I'll be using this hood, guys, because we're absolutely doing the blower motor. And you can make this a street machine, guys. You can make it a drag car, or you can make it a stock. Obviously, we're not doing stock. I don't see why we would make it into a dragster. In fact, I can't even see the dragster represented here in the picture, so I'm not too worried about that. I don't see any of the bars that go behind it or any parachutes or anything, so I'm not quite sure what they mean by drag, but it might be a drag that we wind up making. Oh, guys, look at this. So we have the drive shaft molded in. Oh, that's good. So this will be going silver. Of course, the engine block will be going red. Transmission housing silver. This will be going one of the blues, guys. I probably have like a medium blue. I'll probably use that. I may leave that black, however, guys. I'm still kicking that around. Dashboard will be the same blue as the interior, which will also be blue. We will be using the racing slicks, guys, for sure. Not using skinny tires, however, we'll be using just the regular radials. Inserts will be whatever that is. So this will need to be blue as well, so we'll get that set up in the garage to go paint. Of course, the interior, there's the manifold, old classic steering wheel, guys. That one might be a black and chrome. I'm still kind of kicking that around. Seats, of course. So this hood will not be used, and just different parts here. I don't see a lot of. Oh, okay. Here. So this is part for the drag. Probably will use this. It's almost got like a. It's got leaf springs attached to it. I'm not quite sure. Where are the leaf springs? I don't see leaf springs here, guys. So in fact, I don't see any suspension stuff at all. Interesting. Okay, so we've got a lot of chrome, guys. We've got a really pretty engine here. These older models, guys, I really dig this. Look at this. I don't have to actually paint the belts this time. I am going to paint the belts, guys, because, you know, let's be real here. No chrome. There's not a chrome belt out there, guys. That looks silly. So, all right, guys. So there's the planning stage. What I need to do now is to get this and this with some paint on it, guys, which we'll be doing here momentarily. And then we're going to haul the rest of this all down to Spider Central, guys. And I'm trying a new setup this time so you guys can actually see more of the speed painting stage, guys. About half my footage from the last one got annihilated, guys, so definitely want to not do that, guys, again. So this one, guys, I'm going to be sort of sorting out which parts go with where, guys, so I can, before I paint them. And that would be a really boring section for you guys to watch, so we are not going to be including that. And there we are. So, okay, guys, I'm not going to go through the garage painting, guys. If you actually want to see my setup, again, that is, I take you through a lot of that in the Buick GNX video, guys, which I encourage you guys to watch if you're interested in that. And this one, you can see we got some hood pins, we got some other things to chrome out. So this is the hood we're going to be going with, and I need to paint that also, guys. So the chassis, the undercarriage, the hood, and the body, guys, we need to get the first coat of paint on. I think I'm not planning on using this color for anything else, guys, so I believe I'm probably going to spray it out and put multiple coats on here. Generally, with colors that are not black, guys, you need to really have that to get a good paint effect on it, so we'll be doing that. Oh, guys, look at this. I just noticed this. Check this out. Radar detector. Yes, guys. No, we're not putting a radar detector in this. I think that's hilarious, though. Any which way, guys, let's get cracking. Okay, guys, so before we get set up here, just going to take a real quick look at the first coat. Didn't really do much on the inside there. And looking really good. I still need to do the back side of the hood. So this is the back. I need to flip it over and do the front. But the car itself, I may, depending on how this looks when it's dry, guys, this may be a one coat wonder again. I did not like the way that to me the aerosol sprayed, guys. Gonna level with you there. But I mean, what does it matter, right? When the end result's good. That's what we're looking for. So usually, guys, I do this table over here, because I'm right-handed and everything. So I started thinking about doing it over here, and I'm afraid things are going to get really blocked off over here, guys. Plus, on the left side of this camera is the view screen, so I didn't do any monitoring of what I shot last time, guys. I just reviewed it when it was over. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do it from here. So we're gonna lift this up in the air and try to see if we can't get a shot. That's a little bit more overhead, guys. A little more aerial, guys. We're gonna add a little bit more light to it. And so I'm hoping if I come straight down, that's going to be able to do really what we're hoping for it to do, which is to get you guys parts that I were doing through the lens last time, guys, and I don't have that out right now. Some of those parts I thought were wicked cool, guys. Like I don't know about you, but I get a kick out of seeing speed paint, and so if I'm motivated to try to find a way to get it done, guys, so you guys can see that as well. The assembly, I don't think I'm going to change. I was pretty happy with the assembly last time, but if this angle works really well, guys, I'm just going to leave it. I'm not gonna do anything with the angle, even for assembly, guys, and we'll just see kind of how that shakes out. So we're gonna get to the paint section in a second. First, I wanted to show you this. Hopefully, you guys can see this raised lettering in the box. The raised lettering is white, and I have extra tires, so I'm gonna try that and see how it goes. I'll be using this brush, which I believe is the 000. No, sorry, wrong brush. No. So guys, I'll be using this brush, which I believe is a 000. It's very tiny. So I'm going to blast you the colors here real quick, guys, before we get into the actual paint section. So first one is Tamiya white. You guys can see the X2 white, along with the X1 black. So both of those are gloss, black and white. Also, guys, for the flat white, I'll be using semi-gloss black here from Motor Masters. And hopefully you can pull that in. The semi is painted over at this point. We will be using medium blue for the interior, guys, which is a nice sort of a gray. It's a gray blue. Chrome silver, of course, for door handles. Some of the moldings, again, really difficult painting on those. So I'm kind of running up my challenge here quite a bit. So we have transparent red, transparent amber, guys. I don't see turn signals on this. I find it somewhat difficult to believe that those cars didn't have it. It looks like here they just left them in chrome. So we're going to be painting those. Our silver. I'm very happy with this silver for things like exhaust pipes and stuff like that. It flows pretty well. We have a gold here. I don't know what gold is for, guys. That color may be deleted. We have gunmetal. Again, I'm not sure what gunmetal is for. That might also be deleted. And, of course, Chrysler engine red, which is basically the main engine red I use for everything, guys. And, of course, our washout thinners over there. So, guys, let's get set up, and we'll get to painting. Okay guys, so just a little break in the action here. I brought in the undercarriage there, guys. You can see I've got to probably touch a little bit of paint up there that I missed, or I might just reshoot it. Over here, guys, before I've got to do some two-tone work on this, but I will say this is probably, whatever I was saying about the Tamiya before, guys, this is probably the best paint job of any aerosol, guys, or for any of the models, guys. It's just unbelievable, guys. So after I run out of my tester stuff, I will never be shooting anything other than Tamiya aerosols, because that was a dream. So we can see some of this. I went with gray on the dash. I've got to do a lot of two-tone work, guys. Quite a bit of that. As I was looking at these parts, I mean, I can see there's a whole bunch of these that are just all molded together. And so that was the trend back then, was just to have stuff kind of molded together. And so the issue we're going to have with that, guys, is doing the two-tone work is just a little bit more difficult, because I've got to put the base coat on, wait for it to dry, and then come back and do all the other stuff. So I've got to do two-tone work on the interior of the shell, guys, because I want that the same color as this medium blue, which, guys, I'm not just picking up a lot of blue out of this. So I do like gray. I don't like that particular color, so once that's gone, I will not be buying that again. I decided to go with metallic blue for the mirrors, which I think will work well enough with this other blue. It's not a one-to-one match, but this is, I really hope this reads well, guys, because this is a incredibly gorgeous blue. Guys, one coat. This is one coat. And just tremendous, guys. I thought there might have been a run in it, guys. It looks really, really good. I'll do close inspection once this is built and everything. But for right now, I am just tickled pink with the paint job, guys, on the shell of this car. That blue, I love it. So, guys, I think I am just going to get, because of Tamiya, and I have kind of come back to terms, guys. So I think I am going to shoot that. You can see that white section right there. I'm going to shoot that because I want that dry before I paint. I'm going to paint the gas tank on this particular one. I went with the whole blacked out look on the GNX, the whole sleeper car thing. This one is obviously not going to be a sleeper car. You can't have a sleeper car with a blower out of the hood, obviously. So, and you can see I've got some more silver to add. I've got black to add. Black I'm going to do last, guys, because I noticed that the black is really starting to eat my brushes. So, and rather than replace a whole bunch of brushes, because some of these are going to be on their last legs, I'm just going to do black. I think probably very, very, very last, guys. One of the motor, I had to switch to a chisel brush, guys, because that Model Master over there, not pleased with that. Not at all pleased with the performance of that brush. So these big sort of right here, guys, this big sort of fantail brush, not a fan of this, guys. You can see it's got a little paint flecks all over my drop cloth here, because it just, stuff went everywhere. And so, not a fan of that, guys. But painting is almost done, and I'm really not very far into this. I'm only maybe 2 hours and change, I want to say. Well, actually, not even that. I'm probably only like an hour and a half. Maybe 2 hours at the very most, guys. And the majority of this is painted. So I believe this build is going to go super, super, super fast, guys. Normally, I would have put the tires together by now. I'm waiting for assembly on that, guys. I don't love this camera angle, guys, so I'm possibly going to be shooting from the other side. I'm not sure. I'm just going to try to see if I can find a way to make this work. I don't think it's better than it was. I just still don't think it's great, guys. What I'd like is to have something directly overhead and then just pointing straight down, guys. I think would be ideal for this. So I'm trying to figure out a way that I can reasonably make that work with my equipment. And that will not be in this video, but maybe in future videos I'll be able to get something accomplished there. But anyway, for now, guys, we're going to reshoot this one, and we will go back to painting parts, guys, with the second coat for the interior, possibly the second coat for the dash, and then from there it'll be just time for assembly. So much of this is chrome, guys. This painting is going really, really fast. Okay, guys, so that is going to wrap it up for painting. I still have a lot of two-tone work to do, but the smaller pieces are very difficult to capture in there. I've got to letter the tires in white. I've got two-tone work on the steering wheel, which is over there by the interior. I've got to add the black to the belts, which is next to that. I've got to add the silver to the back of this thing, which is the back half of rear end there. And we've got to see, this is done. We've got to add a little bit of black to the drive pulley, guys. And where's the drive pulley? It's on the other chain. So I've got a few things there. I've got to do the interior of this in the same color as the interior. But that kind of stuff, guys, I'm just going to cut it short here just because I can't find a way, a good way anyway, guys, to do the detail work, guys, to do the really fine stuff and have it show up well. This one, I actually have to wait till tomorrow to paint. So it's not going to be the next day, guys. I'm going to start assembly, and I'm just going to do touch up from there, guys. So the next part you see will be the assembly, and it'll be more or less like we had last time, guys. A lot of jumping around and building several things at once, guys. Realistically, this could be very easily, guys, a 3-day build. 3 days from the time I started this would put it into the weekend, and it makes it a little tough for me to kind of get to it. So I might not actually do the full breakdown with showing you guys what the finished product looks like until possibly the 5th day, guys, just kind of depending on how it flows. But possibly, we'll see, guys. It's going along. This is by far, guys, the fastest build I've done at this point. So it's going really, really, really well. But the next part, anyway, guys, from here will be assembly. Okay guys, so as you can see here, we are down to the last little bits here. And we've got to put exhaust pipes on once the engine's mounted, mount the engine when it's dry, radiator shroud, front grille, mirrors, the vacuum booster for the power brakes, the interior, the hood, and then the adornment, guys. So I'm gonna go with the white stripes, I believe, guys, on both the roof and the trunk only, and the heavy Chevy on the fenders. So I'm cutting short, guys, the assembly here because the rest of this is not really going to show up well on the camera, guys. So the next one from here, this car could potentially be done as I film this, which is in the second day, as far as with touch-ups and everything. So guys, this will be a 3-day build. I'll have this done in 3 days, guys. And I would say the amount of hours for this is very moderate comparatively. Most of the painting that's been lately has just been touch-ups, guys. So, and I still have 1 or 2 of those to do as well. So, but once that's done, guys, this thing is in the can, and we will take a look at it from there, guys, and see what we think of the finished product. But at this point, guys, this is a very easy build. If you guys can find any from '98 or earlier, those things assemble like dreams. So I really enjoyed putting this together, guys. This reminded me a lot of the days that used to be. They've gotten certainly a lot more complex now, and I'm not 100% sure it's a good thing, but and we can't get our engine to stay still here. Stay still, engine. So it's good, guys. Had a really good time building this. So we'll get into that a little bit more later, but this is also some of easily the most complex painting I think I've ever done. Not so much in anything you can see on the screen now, but just some of the high detail. Well, actually, I'll show you. You can see here, didn't have any of those, so I had to paint in that. We also had this, but even more so, guys. Let's see if I can show you here. So you can see I blued out just the SS, and that was extremely difficult to do, guys. And I was going to do it in the steering wheel too, but you'll never be able to see it. So I just got to touch up a couple things here and there. I'm going to try to chrome out the SS on the car body, as well as to paint in the turn signals in the back of the car. Possibly silver out the frames, I'm not sure. I decided not to silver out the window frame on this one. Not the windshield. You can see there is a indentation here where I could have done that. I chose not to, and nor am I going to, guys. I actually, having had a car similar to this, guys, I actually hated those moldings, so I will not be putting them on here. Anyway, guys, so the next one from here will be a final look, and we'll see you then. Okay, guys, so here we are at the end, and there are some minor mold issues. In fact, there's a number of really minor issues with this, guys, which we'll get into here in a minute. First things first, let's take a look at this. And you can see one of the biggest issues right here, guys, if you look at that. So we're getting a lot of weird glue migration, guys, because the plastic was gone on this model kit when I bought it, guys, and all of the adhesives and the labels got really dried out. The paper was yellowed. I tried to use it anyway, guys, and you can see I'm just getting some really funky stuff in here because of that. So I used them anyway, guys, but I probably should have reconsidered that, I guess. I could have painted the stripes, I guess. So that's not ideal, and the instructions for this are a little funky, guys. There's not actually glue points for the interior. The interiors was one of the mold issues. There was another one with the hood, guys. You can see it catches here, so we have some registration issues. But there is the engine with the supercharger and the drive pulley and everything in there, guys. So that's all intact. So that part is kind of good, but obviously trying to open the hood a whole lot is Just kind of a pain here, guys. It doesn't quite line up exactly right either. As you can see, there's some minor registration issues here. But again, that has to do more with the mold than anything else. I got some new brushes, guys, and either, like I was saying in the painting part, either I don't have the right skill or I don't have the right equipment to paint the white lettering on the tires, guys, so I just gave up. I wrecked a couple other tires trying. Underneath is pretty clean. We're again pretty clean under here. We've got the collectors aren't quite set right here, guys. If you look from the top, they're fine, but this one, guys, I added the side exhaust to this as well, and gas tank. The rear end is painted red, guys. I got the slicks on this. I think I should have actually probably added a little bit more of a lift kit vibe to this, guys. So the way you do that is to just cut off filler plastic from the trees, and then you can increase this gap here just on the back part of it. You have to be a little bit careful when you do that, however, as that can add some complications. The back part here, we had a little bit of trouble with this fitting exactly correctly, guys. You can see there's a white area there that shouldn't be. The Chevelle didn't come out as well as I would hope. We have the SS here and the SS here. So the one on the bumper, front bumper and back bumper, guys, I just did in blue. So guys, I'll have to re-glue the mirror, which is now the third time I've had to glue that particular one. I don't know what the problem with that is, but you can see we have the gray interior. Actually, sorry, it's medium blue and then a gray dash. So very subtle coloring difference there, guys. There's the ignition key, the shifter, and on this side we have the steering wheel. I was going to try to do the SS, but I didn't think it would read. In hindsight, I maybe should have done that. Went with the white instrument cluster as usual, guys. Door handles and the other part. So anyway, these are not ideal mirrors. Anyway, guys, I got to re-glue that other mirror, but you can see this Tamiya paint came out like a dream, guys. Look at this gorgeous paint. I was debating not putting the sticker on the roof because of that paint is just, this color is just awesome. This Tamiya stuff shoots like a dream, guys. I could not be happier with the actual aerosol, and I'll be doing some more of those as well, guys. You can see the blower is pretty much as straight as it should be. It's maybe very, very slightly off, but it's hard to tell because none of this other stuff registers either, guys. So definitely some issues there, guys, with this mold, but it was a lot of fun to do, guys. I love the Revell molds, guys, for the most part, even with the errors here. I still am not upset at this one at all. Gotta do a little bit of re-gluing here, but that's okay, no big deal. See, the front end's got the classic look to it, guys. So overall, I'm really, really happy with this. In some respects, this is definitely the best paint job, guys, of any vehicle I have, guys, as far as the aerosol. The aerosol paint, guys, is by far the best of anything I've done, guys, ever, as far as model cars go. And I'm pleased, extremely pleased with the Tamiya paints, guys. So I'll be using, like I said, I'm working on that switch, guys. Stuff like the taillights and the turn signal amber, guys, it's going to take me forever to get through all that stuff. And that's what I used here on the bumpers, guys. I had to actually triple paint that. The red came out a lot better, guys. The red was only a couple coats there, but that's Model Masters. That will be the last of the Model Masters probably to remain in there. I'm almost out of the satin black. As soon as that's gone, guys, we're going to the gloss Tamiya black and never looking back, hopefully. So I do have to get some more detail brushes, I think, guys, that will allow me to do things like the lettering on tires and stuff like that. The brushes I had just wouldn't actually hold the paint, so it was very, very, very difficult to even attempt it, and that's actually kind of why I wound up wrecking. The other tires aren't really wrecked, they're just, you know, they're not flawless enough for me to put on here, so they just didn't come out the way I wanted them. So Anyway, guys, aside from some mold issues, guys, overall, I'm really pretty pleased with this car. Definitely will be one that I won't have to replace. At this point, guys, I've got 3 builds, guys, I definitely want to get done before I close it out for 2018. One of them is a replacement for the first Charger I did, guys, the 70 Charger. The Dirty Donny Charger, guys, that came out as a complete fail, guys. You can check out the video for that if you want to. So I do have another AMT kit. I don't know if I'm getting to it this year, but that one I definitely want to redeem myself for, guys. Both the AMT kit and because that display is seriously an embarrassment at this point, guys. So I've got to get that fixed. But anyway, guys, as for this one, it is in the can. I'm overall really pleased with it, and even if the blower looks, actually the blower is slightly leaning there a little bit, guys. That's another sort of mold issue because it's really difficult to register things like that when you don't have a working mold. But anyway, guys, overall, guys, I'm still really pleased with this car. Especially the paint job on it, guys. I am thrilled to death with the Tamiya Pure Blue. Anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed our look at this build. If you did, guys, please give us the old thumbs up, guys. Hit the red subscribe button. If you've not done so already, guys, there's a blue bell next to the red subscribe button. If you'd like to be notified of the newest content, such as more model builds, at least 3 more, guys, at this point for 2018, possibly more if I get time to get to them. Weather-wise, I should be okay to actually do more than that, but after 3, I'm going to be running into some space issues. So probably the better way to find out about new content is by following us on our Twitter feed, where updates to the channel are made in live and direct time, guys. Leave us a comment if you'd like. Do you guys enjoy doing model kits? Have you done any of these? I will say, if you happen to see this model kit somewhere, make sure it's still in its plastic, or your labels will be not worth doing. I think this is a really fun kit, though. I really had a good time doing this one. It was very fast, guys. This was one of the fastest builds, guys, I've done. It was completed into what you see there, except for the passenger mirror was actually on then, within 3 days, guys. So if you see one of these guys and you like these kind of cars, you can see this one came out still pretty well, guys. I don't know that I would necessarily display it from the front per se or the back, but definitely either side, guys. It looks really good from the side, which is how most of these get displayed anyway. From the front, and this one will be displayed from the front probably for a little while anyway. From the front, guys, not the greatest in the world. Again, part of that's because of mold issues. Anyway, though, guys, that is going to wrap it up for this, finally, guys, for this episode. Leave me a comment, though. Let me know which style you prefer. So if you go and look at, guys, if you look at any of the videos before the GNX, if you look at the 70 Dodge Challenger, guys, you can see that I do kind of a time-lapse thing. That was also on the Fail Ram, guys. You can check that out. So let me know if you guys prefer the sort of time-lapse thing, or if you prefer the sort of speed build that this one really got into. I'm kind of thinking, guys, what I might be doing is going to a speed paint, possibly. I'm still not 100% happy with the paint, but I like watching things being painted in speed. And then maybe going to a time-lapse for the actual build, guys, because there's really not necessarily a reason to jump around the way I do. So I think I might go back to building it in order, guys, with the speed paint. But, guys, leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see. That definitely will weigh very heavily on my decision. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for us this time. Finally, this time. I really mean it, I think. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.